What's up, guys? We're back for the first time in 3 years. Career mode on the channel. Where have I been? Well, career mode for me became super boring. Obviously, the last time I uploaded was the West Ham career mode. Was it even FC or was it FIFA? Might have been FC, the first FC. Whole year break from that game, whole year extra break, and we're back on this game, and we're going to be starting with Fulham now. I've done Fulham before. That was in 2022, and I was kind of umming and ahhing what team to do, looking at different squads, looking at different players, looking at different kind of situations. It was between Everton and Fulham. I've done Everton before, I've done Fulham before. In the end, we went for Fulham, and I think it's going to be a fun little journey with this Fulham squad. Obviously, they've got a couple of young players, couple of young kind of up and coming players. Josh King as the main one, but they've also got some elderly players that maybe need moving on. Raul Jimenez, Kearney, Reed, Leno, Wilson, the man in front. Maybe not elderly for Wilson, but a player who's not going to fit the way we want to play. So we're going to try and get some money for him. But like I was saying, career mode just got so boring for me, and I think this big break has kind of rejuvenized the joy I have playing career mode. I've not played any career mode literally since that last video I uploaded, whenever it was. I think it was 4th of November 2023, I want to say. So almost 2 full years, just under, but we're back, and we're going to stay back, hopefully, should career mode on this game keep me entertained, keep me engaged, and we have fun with this Fulham career mode project that we are building. Now you can see on the screen, Connor Bradley. We also are going to go in for another young right back from the northern northern area of the country, Rico Lewis, and it was kind of a toss-up between these two. They're both 2021, 77. I think Bradley was 78, so they're there or thereabouts in the same ring as Tete, who we just sold. But who could we get for cheaper? It was Rico Lewis, and I want to keep this career mode partly realistic, or as realistic as we possibly can. Now, Rico Lewis, game time at City is not guaranteed. You want to develop, you want to get in the England squad. It's a World Cup year. You've had kind of a couple of caps, I think, maybe just the one. But you want to get in that squad for the World Cup. How do you do that? Become a starter at a Premier League team. That is exactly what he's going to do here at Fulham. And then there's another one, because Kobe Mainoo, he demanded a loan. Now, this one's probably more unrealistic than the Rico Lewis. I understand that. But Kobe Mainoo, he wanted a loan away. The club rejected it. In this universe, they accepted it. He's come to Fulham for 12 months. Away from that Amorim system. Away from all the negativity that spreads at Man United, that kind of seems to just attach to players and make them play like crap. And then they leave and they're just the best player in like the world, like Rashford. Like, he had this spell at Aston Villa, was incredible. Barcelona just scored 2 bangers against Newcastle, so hopefully the same happens to Kobe here at Fulham. But we see some kind of annoying news. Tete has rejected the proposal to leave the club, meaning we now have 3 right backs fighting for one space. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's brilliant. We just spent all that money on Rico Lewis, not Rico Henry, he's the left back from Brentford. Rico Lewis, because we thought we'd give it some back for Tete. Didn't happen. This man, Emmanuel Omega, we'll call him the Omega Man. And in real life, I know he's actually agreed to join Chelsea next year. So this one, again, partially unrealistic, but you know, we want to keep that partial realism. We don't want to make it fully realistic, boring, die out, where we can only sign certain players, we can only offer certain wages, stuff like that. That's what killed career mode for me. So some partial realism on some signings. I think it could be fun. And so far I think we made 3 pretty good signings in the Omega Man, Kobe Mainu and Lewis, filling some gaps, plugging some holes. And this season, obviously, the push is there, I think, for Conference League. I don't think I've ever done the Conference League on YouTube. Could be fun. Obviously, I've won it all. I've won it all, boys and girls, but not the Conference League. Now, Tete, he didn't go to Italy. We had an offer come in. I thought, I'll just accept it. Get the money. It's less than what we had accepted initially, but it's going to Spurs. 8.6 million back in the bank. Pays for a nice chunk of Lewis's transfer fee, and we can move on. Wash our hands. Just move on. It was a calamity of errors there, but we're going to have one game in today's episode. It's going to be the first game of the season against Brighton. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you the full squad, the tactic we're using, the chunk of change we've got left in the bank account, and also 2 countries. I need 2 countries to send the scouts to for our youth academy players. We're going to send 1 to England for 9 months for CDMs, centre mids, and centre attacking midfielders. Free reign on everyone else. Obviously, this is the tactic, so we're not going to be playing wingers. So maybe not scouting for wingers, but whatever. We're going to be playing the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. We're going to bring the diamond back to the Premier League. It's not been seen in years, but we're going to try and build a nice little dynamic with this team. And like I said, it's 9 months to England for one of our scouts. We've got 2 others. Have some nations, obviously. I don't know what links Fulham have to other countries, really. I don't think they've got any specific ones. I know the Khan family own them. I think they're from Pakistan. I don't know. Does Shad Khan want us to send him there? Tony Khan, maybe give us some AEW tickets. But first game of the season to the Amex. And we've got this, of the 3 kits we've got, this one is the most disgusting one. It is the neon bright green with the old school retro badge. I think the 3rd kit's really nice. Obviously the home kit is just a nice plain white top. But Brighton, Amex, it's not the toughest of opening games. Obviously Herzler has them playing some tricky football at times, but this is the man down here, Minter. Our first few touches, a bit nervous on the ball. Wanted to see how the 4-1-2-1-2 would get on, and initially it struggled. Obviously the wingers and the fullbacks can double up on Robinson and on Lewis because we haven't got any wingers to help cover, so they're going to have a bit of a tough job, but also we can overload the midfield, and we've got 2 men up top to occupy their back line. So it's kind of a, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit type of situation. Smith Rowe, I want to build him. I want him to reach the potential he had years and years and years ago, back when he was at Arsenal. What was it? Was he the Croydon De Bruyne? Was that Lewis? Not, was that Emile Smith Rowe? I think he was. I'm not 100% sure there, but you can see the chances on your screen. It's a lot of Brighton, a lot of defending from us. We're struggling. I'm thinking, did I choose the right tactic? Am I going to regret going narrow? Have the signings I made, are they good enough? A lot of these kind of things rushing through the head. But we get the ball kicking, we get it moving. Little dink ball over top to the Omega Man. There's a chance there, It's not a clear-cut top chance, but it's a chance. And it showed off some important things there. The pace of the Omega Man, the ability of Smith Rowe to put in the ball. So I think we've got a chance this season. Obviously, I want to get Conference League, and that you can see there, that was probably our best chance of the whole first half. A Smith Rowe volley right at Ronaldo, and unfortunately, it is gonna kind of see out the half. A tame effort, And this half kind of, like I said, it's the first half of career mode I've played. Ultimate difficulty. I think it's authentic style. So that's kind of the more realistic style for the career mode. I've played the other style, and this is definitely the harder one for me, at least personally. We do see a little chance here for Brighton. Easily caught by our man Leno in net. But that's the half over. Done, dusted. Now, this man right here, coming on the pitch, Josh King. I think 68 overall to start this save. He is the player of the future for this Fulham team. I didn't want to sign players to block his development, basically. Iwobi's getting up there in age. I think he can share his minutes with Josh King. Obviously, we've got Cobby in on loan, so he's gone next year. We do concede here, unfortunately, to Ruter. A nice low-driven finish past the keeper. But yeah, Josh King, I don't want to block his minutes with signings. So that's why Cobby's on loan. That's why I've sold Reed. Kearney, I'm probably not going to offer him a new contract. We've got a few players into the final 12 months of their contract, so we'll have to look at that in the coming episodes. But yeah, more importantly, we need a damn goal. And here, the Omega Man shows his pace, cuts inside Van Smith Rowe, skips into the box. The striker instinct from our man, number 7, Raul Jimenez, pulls away from the man marking him, strikes it into the back of the net. 1-1, game on, time to go. And then this happened. Harry Wilson subbed on now. You just know the script. The script is written. Harry Wilson banger, wins the game against his former club. Fraud manager for Fulham, sacked after one game for being shit. And I thought that's exactly what was going to happen here, where Wilson grabbed the ball. But thankfully we do eventually, as you'll see here, force a pretty much tame effort. And that's going to be it for this game. A 1-1 draw with Brighton at the Amex. I think it's a decent start to the season. Next episode, we're going to have a cup game. We're going to have United. And we're going to have Chelsea in the Prem. Don't forget to recommend some signings, some countries to send our scouts. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. If you have, please leave a like. And I'll see ya.